I welcome you to your number one character education channel on this bright and lovely day. This is the 17th episode in our series, Honesty. Today, I'd like to give you some practical examples of how honesty wins the marathon. You might have heard of athletes who won certain medals. But after a while, investigations were done and they were stripped of those medals because it was discovered that there was falsehood in the competition. Some of them took performance enhancing drugs, some of them cheated in one way or another, maybe falsified their ages or did something obviously dishonest. Now, at the time they won the medals, they were celebrated, they were excited, even though they knew what they did, they knew they cheated. And those who were meant to win bowed their heads in shame. They lost out at that time. But when the truth was discovered as a result of the investigation, those who won through falsehood will now become the ones bowing their heads in shame, while those who were said to have lost become the actual winners that will be celebrated after the investigation. So you see, it's a very practical scenario of how honesty wins the marathon. That is, it may take a while, but eventually, honesty wins the day. Let me give you another example. There are students who cheat from secondary school. Well, if there's any case from primary school, that must be, oh my God, very pathetic. Cheating in a primary school must be a very pathetic situation. So let's just hope that cheating doesn't really happen in a primary school, because at that point they should be innocent, for God's sake, innocent. All right. So let's assume it doesn't happen in a primary school. So let's say it begins in a secondary school when their conscience is a bit corrupted. Now, and then they cheat in WAEC, have solid grades, A1s, B2s. Maybe they cheated in JAM and gained admission and were enrolled in a course. But at the end of 1 year, they were asked to withdraw or advised to withdraw or to change their courses. Now, there were some other people who didn't cheat and just had mediocre scores, maybe C5, C4, and all of that, from other schools, got into university, but they're able to scale through. They're able to go through the rigors of academics. But some who had A1, B2, A1, B2 all over, B3 at least, are now being asked to withdraw or to change courses. You see? So they were flaunting high grades all along through cheating. But then it got to a point where they can no longer continue. And so at that point, honesty wins the marathon. Dishonesty loses out. It pays to be honest. Strive for the marathon, not the sprint. Thank you.